4 for the teens can meditate. Um, Today we're going to be talking about the Nabi chakra and the Void chakra. This is the third and another part of the third chakra that we're going to talk about today. So as you may remember, we did the first and second, which were the Muladhara and the Swadhisthana chakra. So now we're going to be talking about the Nabi and the Void. So a little bit about what we're going to do today. First, we're going to start off with a Q&A, as we did last week as well. A few expectations and reminders. Then we'll go into what the second or the third chakra is really. And then we'll do our Vasuk together. So just a few reminders. Please make sure you're named with your first and last name that you registered with so that we can account for your attendance. And please remember, it's really important that you all keep your cameras on. Our tech team and our mentors really are making sure that everybody's participating. So make sure you're accountable for that. And we'll start off with a Q&A, so you can go ahead and ask any questions that you may have had from over the past 2-3 days or any other of the other sessions. But yeah. And also one more thing, during the meditation, please keep your camera towards you, facing you, as we will be using the picture, the vibrations from the Shamathaji's picture, so that we can cleanse ourselves better. So make sure you're facing towards the picture. So when you open your hands, you're right in front of the picture. Yeah, please go ahead. Now we'll have any questions you guys can unmute or put in the chat.
Oh, we don't have any questions, huh? Okay. Maybe then we can proceed with the session. We'll have Q&A at the end, probably.
We could give a couple of more minutes if somebody wants to feel more comfortable.
Sure.
And in the meantime, we have a few people joining also.
Someone texted me, are we doing ice pack? No, we are not doing ice pack. Today we are only doing foot soaking. So please have your tubs filled with water, some salt. Why is foot soaking so relaxing, Sandhya?
Yeah, thank you. So when we foot soak, we are getting rid of the negative energy within us. Generally, we do this in our meditations. We can even do it while sitting down. But the foot soak, the water quality or the ocean, the sea, it has the power to cleanse us. The specialty of water is that it heals, it cleanses. That's that's what we know about water, right? And it has an impact on our subtle system as well. The heat is what's generated when there's an imbalance in any of our chakras. That heat is released through foot soak. That's why we generally use cool water. Or if it's too cold, at least like lukewarm water. We try to keep it cool because then it can absorb the heat within us. I think people have mentioned before that they felt the water was warm after foot soak, and that's why, because it's absorbing that heat from within us. And yeah, that's why it's very relaxing. And yes, during the foot soak, please make sure when we're clearing our left side, your left hand is open on your lap. When we're clearing our right side, your right hand is open on your lap. And whenever we put our hand on top of our head, your palm, like the front face, should be facing down towards your head, and the back of your palm is up towards the sky.
Sadia, also, can you show how to put the left hand up when you're facing the sky to clear the right side?
Yeah, so your left hand, when it's up,
Can
the
you
back of your palm
spotlight
is facing.
and spotlight so that it's more clearly visible on the screen? Sadia can be seen more clearly.
Yeah, so the back of your palm is facing the front, and the front of your palm is facing back. So just like this, kind of near your head level or like a bit lower. Remember, when you're clearing your left side, left hand on your lap. When we say clearing right side, right hand on your lap. Yeah, so I see a question about the new chakras hand placements. So since we did mention that the chakras are on different parts along our body, along our spine, we will have like a few new placements that we'll show you guys how to do today. Don't worry, we'll be, demonstrating everything so you guys get it. But we'll get into that.
There's another question. What is the difference between the sky and the air element? So
Yeah, I'd like to say what I can about this, but please, any of the other mentors, feel free to add in. So the air element, it has to do with like wind, breeze, right? In our body, it's like our heart chakra, the respiratory system when we breathe in air and exhale. Um, that's the air. That's like what's moving around us, wind. But that's not really that's different from the sky. The sky is like the space, or another word for it that probably describes it better is the ether. That's what's around us, right? The space. We can think about the different, like the vibrations of frequencies that travel. That travels through space, right? And that's what we refer to as the sky element. That's what we're using when we keep our left hand up. So, radio waves, UV waves, different like light waves. Those are the different things that exist on that element, the sky element. So, like our television, how different communication happens, that's all through the ether element. And how that relates to our subtle system is in our fifth chakra, fifth energy center. That is one of the qualities is communication. So, in our Vishuddhi, which is about communication, the element that we can use to clear is the sky or the ether. And so that's how it relates because, all our communication devices, like the radio, television, that has to deal with wavelengths or frequencies. And that's through the sky or the ether.
yes, that's right. Actually, when you will see further, every chakra, the first two chakras also have their elements. We can revise that, Sadhya.
Yep. So the first chakra, the Muladhara, this is at the base of our spine. It's all the way at the base of our spine. And this chakra, the element that corresponds to it is the earth, the Mother Earth element, the nature around us. You see that the earth, it has the power of gravity, right? It keeps us all attached to the ground. And that's the power of the Muladhara chakra. I remember the excerpt of Srimataji that we listened to. She mentioned that it has a power of gravity and magnetism. It keeps us all grounded, right? It's not attraction, but it's just magnetism. So when we imbibe that quality of the Mother Earth or the Earth within us, we become like magnets. We really attract people in a positive way, right? We're very grounded. And that's the power of the earth element. Now, the second energy center, the element that corresponds to it is the fire. We can use the fire or light element. There's a technique of clearance where we use a candle, where we can use to clear that energy center. And the second energy center, some big qualities are creativity, pure knowledge, pure attention. So on the left side, it's the pure knowledge, the pure desire within us. There's so much knowledge out in the world. There's just new knowledge being discovered. There's ancient knowledge that has been known. But what do we really know that's right? What do we know is good for us? What is the truth? That is a pure knowledge. And that is what we get automatically through the left Swadhisthana chakra, the second energy center. And on the right side, it's attention. This is where our liver is located, and we'll talk more about that today as well. But that's really big, our attention. Where is it going? These days, there's so many different things that our mind can be on. We have our school, we have our friends, there's so many extracurriculars going on. Our attention is constantly moving from different things. But how do we keep it stable, strong, and like focused on what we're doing right now? So we can really purify our attention by working on our right Swadhisthana, right side, our second chakra. And in the center, qualities like creativity, just, so many things we're doing, like art, writing, so many different things that require creativity. Even if you're in like maybe something that seems so dry, like if you're coding or doing something like that, what's a unique or creative way to approach that problem for your mind to think creatively? Yeah, it's about the second chakra.
That's great. And today we are going to cover third chakra, right? And what is the element is water.
Just have the presentation up.
Yeah, while they're working on the presentation, we are seeing, that's why you see the importance of foot soaking. Why we are asking you from week 2 onwards, because this very, we call it foot soaking treatment or foot soaking clearance, where all the 5 elements are at work. So when you put your feet in water, and then when you start to meditate, where your Kundalini starts rising, so she automatically starts to discard all that negative energy through the water. So the water element starts to, because now you have your Kundalini awakened, so it starts to interact with the element. So that is how, with just the simple meditation technique. See, the theory is large, but when you have to meditate, we hardly meditate for 10 to 15 minutes max. But when it acts on you, when you start to meditate, as your Kundalini starts rising, you will see that automatically it starts to discuss. And that's why the feet, we put our feet through the feet, all our feet also, we have 10 toes, right? So all these different toes, you will see they start to emit all that negative energy spontaneously. But you as a person, you are just paying attention to, somewhere on top of the head. But or like a car, you just turn the key or press the button and it starts. The whole engine starts, it starts to move. You don't know the mechanism, it just starts, you just stir it. Similarly with this also, once you have your Kundalini awakening, once you have your chakras awakened with your desire power, now you can maneuver it, you can use it, you can apply this energy. So Sadhya will now take us to the subject.
Yeah. Thank you. So let's get right into the Nabi chakra. This is our third energy center, and it's located in our stomach, in our whole like stomach region. On our hands, it's the middle fingers, and on our toes or on our feet, it's the big toe. As you can see here, some main qualities are satisfaction, generosity, like righteousness, knowing what's right, and dignity, self-esteem. That's really what this chakra is about. So some main things on how to clear this chakra is through the water. The water element is main for this chakra, and that's why foot soak can help greatly. We see that um, a a kind of sign of imbalance in this chakra is greediness or just, not being peaceful. Sometimes we just see that things might be going right, things might be going smoothly, but we just don't feel peaceful inside. It's not about the outside, it's about having peace inside first. Peace outside starts with peace inside. When us as humans are peaceful inside, that's when we can have peace outside in the world. So this chakra really helps you feel peaceful inside through in many different aspects. You can say satisfaction. It's no matter what you have, we know that on the gross level, matter or like material cannot bring us complete joy, cannot bring us satisfaction. There's always more that you can have, and so there's always more that you want. There's always more that you can desire for. But through this chakra, you get satisfaction with whatever you have right now. There's, all these qualities that we talk about. People say that, oh, you should be satisfied, you should be generous, you should be righteous. But it's not about thinking all those things and just, oh, I should be that. It's about actually imbibing that in you. And meditation helps with that. This is what we awaken through this chakra. So, yeah, we see that money is a uh, kind of like a key aspect, we can say, of this chakra, because this inner peace that we talk about, it cannot be paid for. Everything's inside of you. All this like knowledge we share with you, it's just something, it's already inside of you. It's something that only you can awaken. We can tell you the steps of how to do it, but it can't be paid for because like, anything external that takes anybody that takes money for you to be peaceful inside, that's not right. That that isn't that isn't something that's true. The only person who can give you inner peace is yourself. Everything is inside of you. So that's why in this meditation, we really say you have to desire for it and be sincere, because only you can give yourself this meditation, this experience.
Can I give an example? Like, say, for example, I was at this company giving, talking about meditation. I was invited there, and all youngsters, all 20 plus new freshmen at work, and everyone looks so unhappy, morbid, almost depressed. And I was like, what is the reason why you are in the top company? You have the best package of, the best thing you have in your life. You're working for Infosys. And they all said, we are so dissatisfied. So I said, why? And one person got up, he said, see, my dad said, if you get first grade, if you're in this place, you're top. And I did that, but then I was not happy because my friend had better grades. Then his family said, okay, no, you do a good job, find a good company. And he got it, but his friend got something better than him. And then he was not so happy. If he got a car and his other friends got better cars or something more better, and that was making him depressed, which is normal, which is human. He said, I said, yes, that's because you're always comparing. There is always this comparison. You do not know what you have. So you're always identified with things that are outside, like a car, a house, a great things like that. So when that happens, the dissatisfaction is always there. You'll never be happy. You get iPhone 16, tomorrow there'll be iPhone 17, we all know. Tomorrow people will have iPhone 17, then you will go for iPhone 18. It will never end. This whole chain will never end. So that dissatisfaction will always remain, that you have something less, or maybe you don't have enough. But see, this quality, when this chakra is awakened within us, you feel so content, whatever you have, because now you're not identified with the thing outside. You are identified with the spirit. And your spirit, when it becomes your identity, you feel so fulfilled, whether you have it or not. You are a king. You don't feel that you have anything less. At the same time, you probably will feel happy if someone is doing well, but that does not make you less or more. So this feeling of getting over these emotions of feeling good, bad, or depressed or jealous, all that will drop out. So this chakra, automatically, when it starts to get nourished inside you, you are an extremely peaceful person, like an ocean without ripples. The water element is there, ocean represents this, and you will see that peace, that calmness. So even if someone throws rocks into it, no worries, it'll just a few ripples will come, but again remain calm. So as you keep meditating and strengthening this chakra within you, that sense of peace and satisfaction will completely settle you down. Nothing can disturb you. No thought, no outside material. Uh, it will not get into your head. You can have it, but it doesn't bother you. Yeah, it is there. It is not there. It doesn't matter. So such a person, you can say, we say that the personality of a king, you really feel like a king because you are at that pedestal now. You have a higher power. All right. So yeah.
Just to add another example to add, most of the social media posts like drives us crazy, like somebody posted something, oh that's cool, even I don't have that much, or he's cool or she's cool. That's how we feel based on the social media post. And also the competitiveness in your grades. Oh, like no, I didn't get an A plus, I didn't get A, oh I'm not that good, oh they are good. So these comparisons, the grades are in the social media posts or whatever it is, like copying just blindly somebody because she or she is cool. So because you are yourself, you're cool, because inside you feel never less to anybody. That gives you complete self dignity, self esteem, because you have your own spirit. You are complete like that. So you feel like no, you never get driven by somebody or something else.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. All right.
Can I add one point for so everybody must be wondering when this is being answered in such a way that, oh, then I don't need to do anything. I should be just happy with whatever I have. I am having a B or a C, but I'm still, is it okay? That question comes, right? The other side of it. But one thing about this chakra is that, especially on the left side, right, the left knob, many people are talking about efficiency in today's times, right? In the government and the companies and everywhere we're talking about efficiency. So can someone answer uh, who is a very efficient person? What kind of a personality is very efficient? Just one word, anybody who has it. Quickly. Okay. According to Sejuga, a relaxed person is the most efficient. It seems very counterintuitive, but it is very true. Because this chakra on the left side gives us that state of being relaxed, where we're not anxious, where this or that. When you're relaxed, all your faculties function at the highest level of efficiency. So actually, you may be doing very well if you're more relaxed than, as everybody was saying, comparing with each other or trying to impress other people and all that. So this is something we experience once you start establishing your realization, start working on these aspects as the Kundalini keeps coming up, you'll observe these within you, that you build this the state of satisfaction. It doesn't mean you're doing less, but you actually achieve to the maximum your potential. You achieve your potential when this chakra is awakened. And another point with this chakra is we say that, oh, good luck, right? Oh, he was right there at the right time and right place. Now, how does that come? That it comes from the strength of this chakra. You somehow or the other end up attracting good things in your life, which are not just beneficial, profitable, but they're auspicious. So those kind of things, which are really good for you in every way, not just in a gross way, but in mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, any opportunity that comes to you, it really is beneficial on all levels, just not on one level. Like sometimes some people want to get into the best university, but they end up there and then they have so much to cope up with. They probably cannot complete it, or they're not doing as well as expected it. So all those kind of things, you will start to observe that when establishing this chakra, you will start to be at the right place at the right time, and things will start to work in a very efficient way for you. So that's the other side of this chakra.
Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, let's get into the next chakra. This is the void. This is kind of like another part or like an extension of the third chakra. That's why it's labeled as 3A here. And in our body, it's like the most outer region of our stomach, so like the whole stomach complete. And on our palms, it's all around the palm, just all around the center. And in our feet, it's like the soles of our feet, right in the center. So this is the solar plexus as a scientific term in our body. And the qualities for this chakra are very vast. There's so much to this chakra to go about. We can even expand on it in our weekday sessions, but some of them are here on the slide. Self-mastery. When this chakra is mastered, you really have a sense of self-esteem, which helps you respect not just yourself, but also others. You have really like high sense of self. This is an ego, but it's really a grounded sense of self. So when you develop a sense of like self-mastery, it's per yourself. It's what's good for yourself. You understand what is, good for yourself, what your decisions should be. And it's not about following anyone or anything blindly just because, it's just because someone else seems cool, just because someone else is doing something. It's not about following everyone based on what they're doing. It's not about like, that following the crowd. It's about doing what's good for yourself. So this void chakra it's the center of gravity within ourselves. Everything in the world has its own center of gravity, right? Every object. But in us, it's this chakra in all of our chakras. It's, the way we follow our lives is like there's so much going on. We can go to each extreme. We can go to the right or the left. In this chakra on the right side, like on the left side, for example, when we talk about self-discipline as another quality of this chakra, sometimes we want to be disciplined. We want to, get into a routine, follow it, discipline ourselves. But we can't. That like action power is not really there. That's, lacking. But on the right side, on the other hand, we might not want to be like, so self-discipline, that kind of quality of rebellion or just, rebelling. That can come in on the right side due to an imbalance. But in the center, we desire to be disciplined. We desire for that good quality, and we can implement it. We can have the desire and the action power both. And that's what keeps us in, that's the balance. So this chakra is really about the balance. Um, Another thing we can talk about is how alcohol and drugs are really bad for this chakra. They really impact it negatively. And, we see obviously that alcohol can impair our brain function. We physically don't do well when we intake alcohol. So that's like on the physical aspect. But it really again acts against this chakra because it affects your awareness, right? You do not think straight when you intake alcohol, and it hurts your liver. We talked about the liver in the second chakra, but also here, since the liver is kind of in between the second and third chakra, it really, really hurts your body because when we see like any object in the world, it needs three main points, at least 3 points, to stand on its own. Like as throughout evolution, we've evolved from like four-legged or like from, standing on the ground with four arms or legs, we could say, to we've evolved to humans, so where we can just stand on 2 legs, right? Like how is this related to that? When something generally needs 3 things to stand on its own, what is the third thing? We're standing on 2 legs. We're able to stand on 2 legs. That third thing in us is our attention. Our attention is so powerful. It's so important in our own being. And that attention is the third thing that keeps us standing. And our attention is connected to our liver. As you may remember, when we try to clear our liver, we say, Mother Kundalini or Mother Energy, please strengthen my attention. So this attention is what gets impacted. Our liver is what gets impacted by alcohol. And that's why alcohol really hurts your liver and your your void chakra. Really, alcohol and all these drugs that impair our just our regular functioning, that That's why it's really bad for your void. Every element we see in nature, in chemistry you've learned about, I'm sure, that every element has its own valency, right? The number of valence electrons it has on its outer shell. So every element in nature, everything has its own valency. And it's and our humans have a valency of 10. That's what we see. And you may know that and the maximum number of electrons you can have on the valence shell is 8. But humans have a valency of 10, as we say. That's why this chakra has 10 petals. The Nabi, we say, has 10 petals in this chakra. That's because humans are the most evolved things, right? In today's world, we see from all the other organisms, humans are the most evolved thing. And that's why we have 2 extra valencies. And when these 10 valencies are all established within us, when they're like complete or in balance within us, that's when our whole like personality is like well-rounded, when we're kept in balance. These are the 10, you could say aspects of the void chakra. So that's why you see I'm really going back and forth between void and nabi. That's why we kept both of these on the same week, because they're really interconnected. And so when these 10 valencies, these are all, you could say like, yeah, aspects of our void chakra. And when these are all complete, or when these are all in balance, we're able to stand on our own 2 legs, right? Because that it keeps our attention in balance. It keeps our attention strong, which is our third thing, which is able to keep us standing. So when the Kundalini rises through from the base of our spine up to our void, our inner nabi, it nourishes this chakra. And we see that we seek for something higher. As we talked about satisfaction, no matter how many things are outside, we're never satisfied with just what we have, right? But through clearing the nabi chakra, we seek for something higher, something past this material life, something that can be satiable. And that is something that we call self-realization, right? This is something where we seek something higher, and that's being kind of satiable through this meditation, through self-realization. When we awaken our Kundalini, our Nabi chakra gets cleansed, and so we feel it's nourished and we feel satisfied with what we have. Yeah, that's a lot about the Nabi and Void chakra.
Great, great. And I mean, I can also give a simple example of Nabi and void, especially like a tree when it's growing. You see, it has the roots, but for it to be stable, for it to stand still, it has to have the ground, the soil that makes it strong. So you can say your void is giving that strength to this subtle system that we have, the chakras and the kundalini. So that's what void will do to you. And let's now listen to this short speech given by Shrimataji about the qualities of Nadi chakra.
Now above that is you see the third center, which called as Nabhi, means the navel. This is the center of the way we absorb the virtues, or the virtues are enlightened. When this center is enlightened, we really become righteous. We don't have to tell, now you don't do this and don't do that. You just become like a saint, a real saint. Will not do wrong things. In the same way, when a person gets his realization by the virtue of this center, he becomes absolutely balanced. Balanced with his family life, with his wife, with his children, balanced with the politics, economics, balanced with the society, balanced with all the people whom he knows. In a very balancing way, he starts behaving. There's not one-sided activity. For example, somebody may be very much attached to the wife and may try to harm others. Somebody who is very much attached to others may harm his wife. So a kind of a balance is established by this. And a person who gets this develops a personality which we call as regal. the sense of dignity comes into such a person. Now you see, our children have lost the virtues. Our children don't have that regality. They have become very cheapish also, and they run after materialism and things like that. They fight for small, small things. It's not only children, even the grown-ups are like that, and they try to waste their energy fighting for something that is so useless. So by enlightenment of this center, you understand the value of matter. And the value of matter is this, that it has aesthetics, first of all, and secondly, you can express your love only through matter. If you love somebody, you will give them something. A little flower also can express your love. Anything can express your love through matter. And then you become a very generous and very enjoyable person. Some people feel that if you become generous, you will be bankrupt. It's not so. On the contrary. If you open one door, no air will come in. But if you open the other door, all the air will start circulating in the same way. When a person is generous, he starts getting so many blessings because he is also connected with the divine that he is amazed. He doesn't know what to do with the things that he has got, and then he starts pouring it to others. There are so many things people are telling me about miracles and miracles of even material things in their jobs, in their purchasing, in their shopping, the way they have seen miracles happening, that it is nothing but just that this center is enlightened. And with this center, within you, a righteousness comes in. And this righteousness doesn't force anybody else. It's just righteousness itself, which doesn't command anything or demand anything, but it becomes a respectable personality. And you just start really understanding that, look at this man. Somebody was telling me today that in the office, people ask, how are you so dignified? I said, I didn't know I was so dignified. No, you don't do anything indignified, and you do everything just like a child also. So there's a childlike dignity you develop, and it's a beautiful thing to happen. Really, it's angelic.
Thank you. So yeah, as Shmataji mentioned in the excerpt, we really become very generous people. I feel like I forgot to mention that. In the Nabi chakra, when we like open our hearts and when we like give to others, we allow things to come to us as well. When we give without expecting a reward, that is also a really great quality of the Nabi chakra. So yeah, let's get right into foot soak for today. Hopefully everybody has their tubs ready with a bit of salt, ankle height water, and a separate little jug of water on the side to rinse your feet off in a towel.
So if I have to ask everyone, how do you prove that you have your foot soak tub with you? Can you put the camera down and show me your foot soak tubs? Okay. Yeah, somebody is, yeah, all right. Okay. Mentors, please take a look at the foot soak tubs of all the kids. Thank you. Who else has their foot soak tubs? Can you show us your foot soak tubs, please? Okay, Parvesh. Who else? Kirtana, all right. Manasa, okay. Lakshanya, okay. Ishi Gupta, all right. Neil Borkar, got it, got it. Put it down. Shreyas, Avanish, Ridhima, great. Adyashri, yes. Janisha, very good. Nan Satvik, okay. Tanuarshini, all right. Rudhini, okay, see it. Vaishnavi, did I see yours? Okay. Yeah, all right, yeah. Diksha, yours is too dark for me to know. Looks like the foot soak. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Sheila Barami, I can't see your foot soaked up though. 6 inches is fine. Is fine. Okay. Aryan, good. Very good.
So the way to know how much water to fill is that your ankles should be in the water. That's how high it should
That's
be.
how deep it should be. Yeah. Devika, excellent. Amit, all right.
If you have to grab anything, please grab it now quickly so we can do the foot
Yeah,
soak.
yeah, please. Get your foot soak tabs, everyone. Shrestha, Anhita, Ayush, fantastic. Shreya, Ritika, Sahil, okay. So this was a surprise question. All right. Jada, did you show your tub? Oh, you're in the bathtub. You couldn't grab a tub, a regular. Okay. You get it in Walmart, even Dollar Tree, for $1 or $2, plastic tub or a bucket. Okay. All right. Yep. Okay, Rishi, got it. Ved, very good. Did everyone else? Lauren, did you get your tub? All right. Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. Yep. Sahasra, did you get yours? Okay. Can you show it, please? Persa, can I see your tub as well? Diksha, got it?
Yeah, Tana, it's fine.
Sahasra
Okay.
is good. Okay. Bobby, where's your tub? Did you show us your tub? Okay, Ria, got it. Persa, did you show your tub? Okay. Great, great. Awesome. Okay. All right, let's start. Over to you, Swayam.
Yeah, so I hope everyone's now back from getting anything they needed, extra water, salt. Just put that on the tub now. You can put it all and let us get started. So, as usual, let us all raise our kundalis and give ourselves a bandhan. So our left hand on our lap, our right hand going around it as we raise our left hand up. And then we'll tie a knot at the top of our head. And we'll do this again. And this time we'll tie 2 knots. And we'll do it one last time. And this time we'll tie 3 knots. So now we will give ourselves a bandhan. And so again, left hand on our lap and right hand from our left hand, and make the arch shape around our bodies. 7 times we'll do this. 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. So now, before we keep our feet in the water today, let us vibrate our water, as we say. So keep our left hand on our lap, and our right hand, we'll put it towards the water. You can see it just like this, and we'll rotate our hand over our water. And here we say, Mother, please vibrate this foot soak water.
So what you're doing is you're taking the vibrations from the photograph and you're being like a transmitter. So you can transmit the vibrations through your right hand into the water. And you do it in clockwise directions. So you rotate. You can see the movement slowly. As you're doing, you will start to feel the vibrations entering into the water. So that's what is called vibrating your water. Yeah, you can see Sadia, how she's doing it. There you go.
Can
Slow.
she be put on the screen just for a minute, for a second, to show exactly how?
Yeah. Yeah, you can feel the movement now, like waves of vibrations from your right hand will enter into the water. And you suck the vibrations from the photograph. Sort of be a conduit. Just say, Shrimataji, let your vibrations enter into this water.
You
You
can
can,
now
yeah, you can stop
play.
for a moment and see the water, vibrations of the water. From the water, you can feel a hot or a cool breeze. That is, you're putting the vibration. Now you're transmitting vibrations into the water. Just watch. Yeah. Go ahead, swim. Yeah.
We can now place our feet into the water. Now, let us start with clearing our left channel. So our left hand, we'll keep it on our lap and towards the photograph on the slide, Shimataji, and our right hand towards the Mother Earth, down. And make sure to keep your palms open, your fingers out and straight, both your left and your right hand. And let us keep our eyes open today and just look at the photo on the slide. You can say, Shri Mataji, please let your vibrations clear out my left channel. Shri Mataji, please let your vibrations balance my left channel. Shri Mataji, please let your vibrations clear out my left channel.
Just in a relaxed way, look at her photograph, look at the red dot. It'll help you completely take away all your distractions. And through your fingertips on your left hand, you can suck the vibrations from the photograph into your nerves. Just desire for these vibrations to work and help you cleanse your entire left channel. Be humble. You just want help with the cleansing and see the effect on your left hand fingers, palm, and on top of your head.
We can now take our right hand and place it back on our lap, and we take a left hand and face it towards the sky like this, behind us. And this, as we've done before, is the hand position of the right channel. So over here, we could say, Shri Mataji, please let me use your vibrations to clear out my right channel. Shri Mataji, please let me use your vibrations to balance out my right channel.
Or just watch the photograph You can watch the red dot on her forehead. That's her 6th chakra. Now, through your right hand fingers, you can absorb the vibrations. Keep watching, just observe what is happening on your right hand fingers. Mataji, let your vibrations cool my right channel, completely relax my right channel. You can also feel something ventilating out of your left hand and your right hand fingers completely cooling. Just allow these vibrations to enter. Hold on to your state. Observe your hand, your fingertips, till all your fingers becoming cool, filled with vibrations. Now bring your left hand back on your lap. Now we'll use our right hand to rotate in clockwise direction around our stomach area. You are giving vibrations around your void. Make a big circle. And as if you're taking out anything that is negative energy, pull it and put it in the water. So what you're doing is your vibrations will enter into your void chakra and your nabhi. You do it 7 times slowly, and then you pull it out and then put it in the water. With practice, you will see that this is how you are able to cleanse using your hands. These vibrations that you're absorbing, you're also using it to cleanse any chakra, any defect in that chakra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and pull. And then put it in the water, as if it's a symbolic, but you will see that you are able to remove any negativity from your void, from your navel chakra. That is the Nabhi chakra. Do it a couple of times. You can feel the vibrations working on your stomach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and pull. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and pull. Throw it in the water. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and pull. So do it in clockwise. You're going from your left side of the stomach to lower abdomen, then right of the stomach and the top, as if you're wearing a clock on your body. So left side of the stomach, bottom, right, top. Left, bottom, right, top. All right. Do it a couple of times. Pull and throw it in the water. Now here you just say, Mother, I am my own guru. Mother, I am my own master. I am my own teacher. So you will see that you can strengthen this chakra. Mother, I am my own master. I am my own guru. Now, take your right hand 2 inches above. Let's see if there is any difference in vibrations coming on top of your head. If you're still feeling heat, just say, Mother, I am the pure spirit. Take your hand slowly higher. If you can see, the intensity of vibrations can increase tremendously. Very nice. Now switch your right hand with left hand. Same thing. If you feel warm, just say, I do nothing. I am not the doer. I am not the enjoyer. I do nothing. I am the pure spirit. Say it from your heart, sincerely. Allow these vibrations to work on you, on your brain cells, so that it can completely relax you. Feel it? Nice. That's why you can end the meditation here.
We can all now end by giving ourselves, raising our kundalinís and giving ourselves a bandhan, as we did in the beginning. left hand on our lap first, and then rotating our right hand around and raising our kundalis to the top of our heads, and then tying it up there. We'll do this 2 more times. The second time we'll do 2 knots. Do it one last time. And we'll take 3 notes this time. And we'll give ourselves a bandhan now. So again, creating the arch shape around us 7 times.
Feel the vibrations. You are actually giving yourself a protection. The vibrations that are flowing from your hands, you're taking it, making it a shield to protect you. Now see what's happening on both your hands. You will sort of feel equal vibrations. Please bring the picture of Shrimataji. Yeah, now see the difference on your hands. All right. Thank you. We can wash our feet. Any questions for anyone today? How did you feel? Please put your experience on the chat. And if you have any questions, write it down. Did everyone feel the cool today? Anybody who did not feel, please share. And if anyone felt on their stomach while giving the vibrations on their stomach, how was their experience? Okay. Okay, good. Everybody is calmed and relaxed. Anything different? Did you experience anything on your stomach today, on that particular chakra that we covered today? Felt nice vibrations within my head. Okay. There's a question. During the time we put our hand above our head, I think I felt more cool in one hand than the other. Why might that be? Yes, that's a good question. Anybody wants to answer? One of the mentors? Why I felt more on one hand than the other? And another question, why did I feel less vibrations compared to when we didn't use a foot soak? Someone felt cool while rotating clockwise. Very good. Vibrations on the third chakra. Very good, Swarati. Very nice. So when you are feeling cool on one hand and not on the other, it indicates that one side, which is cool, the cool vibrations indicate a balanced state of that side of your being. But the hand or the area which is warm or hot or tingle or not cool, anything other than cool, that means there is a block, some kind of a lack of that quality of that chakra or that particular side of you. Why do we complete the shield activity specifically 7 times? We have 7 chakras, we said, right? We have all evolved. We have 7 chakras. So when you put a shield, protective shield, you are trying to balance, you're keeping the protection like an aura of these vibrations that you have felt. They will act as a shield and keep you intact in your state of meditation. Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for answering. Okay, all right. Sahil, did that answer your question? Okay, okay. Any other experience sharing? Anybody wants to unmute? Please do it. We would love to hear from you. When you're vibrating the water also, you do it clockwise. Everything is clockwise. Because you see the solar system, everything moves in clockwise direction. So if the chakra is on your body, it moves in clockwise direction.
And the Kundalini, as it works on each chakra, as it nourishes each chakra, it also moves clockwise. Please make sure you're moving it with your right hand and clockwise.
Yes, great. See you all tomorrow. Yeah. How was your experience? Randall, you have good questions every time.
Yandel, you want to come off of mute? Share anything? You see, you felt your thumb vibration on your thumbs today. Was it both the thumbs or just one?
Okay, there's another very good question. What is the science behind cleansing by rotating our hands clockwise and putting it in the water? Anybody wants to answer that?
Okay, so we're using the water element from the foot soak to cleanse our solar system. So the reason why we are rotating our hand before doing so is because we are passing on the vibrations that we have to this water element so that we can use it to cleanse ourselves during the foot soak. But for the science, I'm not really sure. Someone else could answer that, but that's just the reason why.
Yeah, here's the thing, Danu Varshini. See, science is simple. See, now it has proved to you that there is Kundalini. You felt the cool, right? Perfect. So now, once the Kundalini is awakened, we said, right? Now on your central nervous system, you start to feel the cool or a warm breeze. Something new has started in your awareness. You never felt it before. Okay. Now, we are saying that you can use these vibrations, like you can cleanse yourself. This Kundalini can help you balance it. Okay. So now with your left hand, you suck vibration. With right hand, you can emit. You can put it in water. You can put it in your food when you're eating. You can put it in wherever you are. If you want something to be balanced out, you can put those vibrations in there. Okay. So the science behind it is actually a higher science. But we have seen that when these vibrations, we use it on ourselves or outside, say in nature. I'll share my experience. We had a meditation room back in India, and a room where we used to meditate, just like this, a photograph of Shrimataji. We were meditating, cleansing our left channel, right channel. We were just new beginners. And my mom had planted outside the house some okra trees, okra plants. So the room that had the window where we would meditate, those okras went way up high. Because now this vibration, this new dimension was adding in those plants were getting exposed to those vibrations, while the other plants were really short. They were like to our hips, but this plant just there, that's when I understood that these vibrations carry that extra energy, right, to nourish and give a higher yield. Now this is on plants. You can try it on your flowers, you can try it on anything living. You will see that those flowers are much more stronger. You see the fruits are much larger, much bigger, much sweeter. If you apply these vibrations, you put it in that water, put it in that plant, put it in that food, you will see the coefficients as if something changes in it. It enhances it. Okay. Now the science, that's why we are here to prove, right? That Sage Yoga works with experience.
And the thing is, like now that these vibrations are flowing from your hands, right? You felt it. So now you can direct them to cleanse yourself. So when you were moving in a clockwise direction, this hand movement, basically the vibrations that are flowing from your hand, they enter that chakra and they remove the problem, whatever that could be on a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual level, whatever level it is, these vibrations can enter that level. And then you take it out and put it into the water so that because the water can absorb it. So during foot soak, you put it into the water, but say, not foot soaking, you're just meditating, you can still do that. And now your hands become those instruments of those vibrations, right? So now you can direct with your hands. Now, once you have felt these vibrations, once you're confirmed that, yes, now I'm feeling my Kundalini, I have the connection with this all-pervading power. So now with your desire and the action of moving your hand, you can direct these vibrations wherever you want. So say, for example, you have a pain somewhere, some discomfort somewhere in your body. You can actually give these vibrations. You can move it clockwise, or you can just put your hand towards wherever that is and direct these vibrations with attention on top of your head, because this connection is important all the time. Once you're connected, only then these things flow through you, right? The light will come only when it's plugged in to the mains, right? Similarly, when this connection is established, then now you can use it. So that's the next step that we are learning slowly, is that how to use these vibrations. First, you are beginning to use it on yourself, and then slowly you'll start to see you can use it around you. So this is now the next level of directing the vibrations through your hand. That's why that movement helps. And also, when you're using your hands, because you're not thinking, now you don't have to think anything. You with the hands moving, these vibrations will start to work.
Long answer for a short question, but I hope you will do it. You will learn. See, once you learn it, you will.
Somebody else also wanted to say something, I think.
Yeah. Anyone else wants to add? Okay.
Yeah, that 5 elements, the food soak, these 5 elements, right? Water, salt, earth, air, ether. So that we are giving hand rotation, right? Rotating our hand and taking out. With this help of these 5 elements, we are clearing our chakras.
All right. Take care. See you tomorrow.